All right, so we're back in another part of Liza P, in the final part of Liza P. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I low-key fucked up and I had to go back and fix some shit, meaning like with my setup. But for the most part, we're on the final setup. We're on the setup that we need to beat this Geppetto and everything that's going on with him. And yeah, let's just get straight into it because I'm here now. So it's like, why not? Why save for another day when we could just take care of it right now?
I knew you could do it. We have all the ingredients we need. I dreamed of this day for so long. The moment you'd come back to life. You can be human again. By using that vast supply of ergo in the arm of God. I just need the final ingredient. The one that holds your memories and your lifespan. Your heart. If you give me your heart, all these trials and tribulations will be over. You have been a brilliant and a good boy. As your reward, I shall turn you into a real boy. Give me your heart, son. I believed you were a good boy. But you insist on breaking my heart. Well, I suppose Carlo was mischievous. It seems you inherited his personality instead of his memories. But a father always looks after his children. Even naughty ones that must be punished, like you. In my own way, I grew to love you. After all, you're the puppet who would bring my son back to life. I'm disappointed in you. I didn't mean for this to happen. I believed you were a good boy. If you refuse, then I'll have to retrieve it myself. My son.
This is our final boss fight, people.
Come to me.
All right.
My son.
Let me try to... There we go. I gotta rewire everything after just fighting fuckface. Ah, I got too thirsty. I got too thirsty.
Troublesome little puppet. Freedom is not for you, but for Carlo.
All right. So this is where shit's about to get real. This is where shit's about to get real. Oh shit. That's on me. Damn. I thought that little explosion would have fucked them up. Damn. Yeah, this second half ain't no joke. Oh, I missed him. No, I got him a little bit. Wow, he fucking followed me. He fucking followed me. Got his ass.
Were you going to destroy Carlos' heart? No. You're just a useless puppet.
Okay, so while we have the time to talk, I want to make this abundantly clear. This boss fight is not fucking easy. I want to make that abundantly clear. This boss fight is not fucking easy. When I tell you I've been struggling on this nigga for the past, I want to say roughly a week, maybe a little bit less than that, maybe 5 to 4 days I've been struggling on this nigga. And I swear I was not expecting to beat him on my first try. When I tell you that second half is a bitch to get through, it is. You can see it by all the moves that he's doing and all of that. But I'm not gonna lie to you, I think the setup that I have is extremely fucking foolproof. But not only that, that fucking shield. If you go into this boss battle, get the fucking shield, because all you have to do is hold R1, and if you max it out, it's gonna do a lot more for you than you think it is. Trust me, I tried to block and parry and do all of that. Like, no bullshit. That's how I got so familiar with a lot of his moves, was that originally I was just trying to block the shit, and I was trying to parry it with the twin dragon sword and all of that, and it was just not happening because he moves too fucking fast. So I went and looked up a video about how to beat him, but not like literally how to beat him, just to see what other people were doing. And one of the first videos I found was this guy, I don't remember his name, like I said, this was like a couple of days ago, and he was doing it with the shield, but he was like poking at him and doing all this other shit and hiding behind the shield. I'm not gonna lie, I done got too confident and too cocky with these kind of games to do some shit like that. So I was like, no, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna fight this nigga face to face, but I'm still gonna hold the shield, because in that second half, as you see, he moves too fast for you to try to do all that extra shit. Now, there's players that's way more skilled than me that probably went through him with the Twin Dragon Blade and all of that, and hey, that's good for you, but I'm talking about me right now, you know what I'm saying? And this weekend when I did it, I had the shield, I had that set up, the boosted glaive handle with the wrench head, maxed out to level 8, and that's the crazy thing. You see how hard that shit was hitting? And that's at level 8. I didn't even max it out to level 10, so imagine how it would be hitting if I put to level 10. But that is the exact strategy I used this weekend when I beat him. I just hid behind the shield when he was doing all them rapid attacks. In the first phase, as you can see, I was just blocking. That's pretty much what I figured out, because I figured out the timing of his shit and I was just blocking. Now, I did get real lucky that he didn't go into his faster form in that first phase, which is when he flips back and he starts doing all them rapid slashes. I'm lucky he didn't do that more, because a couple of times I fought him, he just really drilled into that shit. But nonetheless, I can't believe I beat that on my first try. I know I made that look easy, and this is not me trying to smell my own farts here or anything like that. I know I just legitimately made that look easy, but I promise you that boss fight is not fucking easy. I promise you, it's not.
I have a final report on the Crot experiment.
You certainly took your time, Paracelsus. Your findings?
I think we have a new brother. A new type of humanity, so to speak.
There are many forms of eternal life.
It's intriguing, and worth further observation.
Noted. And we'll have to get his arm back anyway.
I'm counting on it. Expect another report at the next meeting. Paracelsus returning. Ah, and when I return, I will find her. For sure. Another key of ours. Dorothy.
Yes, I would like to start another playthrough on this account because we're going to need it. But yeah, that's Liza P, man. I told y'all I was going to beat this shit on my fucking channel. Didn't I tell y'all that shit? Okay, hold on. We got to get past this. This is nothing but the intro again because we're at the beginning again. That's all it is. She's going to start talking this shit, ain't she? Okay, we'll just leave it here for right now. But yeah. I told y'all, man. I told y'all I was going to beat this on my channel, and I did. It only took us 15 minutes, and I don't want to make this part any longer than what it has to be. Could I attach this part to the end of my last part? Absolutely. But am I? Fuck no. I'm going to make this part 24. I'm going to even it out, and I'm going to let this be my last part. So, honestly, I have no clue what the ending is about. And here's the thing. This is what I'm saying, which I find to be so weird. So, at some point, I fucked up. In my other ending... in this game, there's an ending where after Geppetto gets killed, you take the butterfly and you give it to Sophia, and it's almost like y'all kind of die together on some Romeo and Juliet type shit. Like, I don't really get what happened, and that's why I said I didn't understand what happened at the end. For some reason, shit, I just hit my microphone, my bad. For some reason in this one, I didn't get it. Once again, something happened, and I get it with the whole butterfly, so it's like a butterfly effect thing or whatever. But for some reason, I didn't get that in this one. I didn't get because at the end of mine, they like Pinocchio or Carlo, whatever the fuck you want to call him, he's got her like on this like little, like this little stone pedestal type thing. I don't want to call it a pedestal, but like some stone thing that he got her sitting on. And then, like, he crawls up in her arms, kinda, and then, like, he gives her the butterfly, and then she kind of starts coming back to life, and I think he dies. Like, it was weird. Like, I didn't get was like, what the fuck am I looking at? Right? But yeah, anyway, so that's the end. I can't wait to see what they're going to do with the DLC, especially with Dorothy coming into play. And I remember hearing something about this where it was like they was going to be taking all of these fantasy books and stories and kind of like converging them into one. I don't know how true that is, but it seems kind of true based off on what they're doing with Dorothy and how she's coming into play. So I don't know how she's going to come into play, but you know, just her showing up to Hotel. And so that shows you right there that we're definitely going to be getting DLC at some point. So yeah, maybe they're going to do like some God of War Ragnarok shit where they like show the different realms and how each one of them can converge on Krot or something like that. And so, yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Once again, I was not expected to beat that nigga on my first try. I really wasn't, but at the same time, I should have known because I was feeling it. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to end recording today. I'm going to beat this nigga today if I can. And lo and behold, we beat him in one try. So like I said, I don't want to make this video overly long. We beat him. You're not going to hear from me when it comes to this game until the DLC shows up. I'm so happy I was able to beat this game on my channel. You don't understand how much this means to me, not only with this game, but what it means for me when it comes to these kind of games. I don't know, maybe somewhere down the line, I'll probably pick up Jedi Fallen Order or something like that and try to go through that. I don't know. I got so much on my plate right now. I'm barely able to even fucking squeeze in seafood. So, yeah, that's all I got to say. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this. I sure as fuck enjoyed it. And I'll see you around. Oh, yeah, and I just wanted to add this real quick. And I didn't think about it till after I got through doing all that spewing and rambling and all of that shit. This is why I'm so happy that I end up playing this game on 2 saves. Now, these are my 2 saves. These are my 2 primary saves. This is my Motivity build, so we're not talking about that one. These are my 2 primary saves. This is the one that I've been playing on my own time. This is like my own personal save, this first one. And then, of course, this is the one that I've been playing on YouTube. And this is why I'm so happy that I did this, is because look at the time difference. Look at the play difference. You're talking about a 23-hour gap in between these. A 23-hour gap. Not too shy from 30, so almost double the amount of time. But you get my point. It took me 34 hours to do what I did on that in 57. And technically, if you want to be technical about it, I would honestly shave this off to probably an additional 30 hours. I mean, not additional 30 hours. I'm going to say I would probably shave this down to 30 hours. Because of the simple fact that I did a lot of prep time. The further and further I start getting in the game and realizing more and more what I was going to have to confront based off this save profile right here, I start going into this one behind the scenes and prepping for a lot of stuff like I did for the last 2 fights we just did. I know I spent about a good 2 hours, if not 2 hours and a half, prepping because I had to go farm and stuff like that to get the ergo to even buy shit and to upgrade shit and stuff like that. So if you at least shave about, let's say about 4 hours off, you're talking about a sub 30, if not 30 hours it took me to beat this compared to the full 57 of this. That's all I wanted to put in there. I'm done talking now, but it was just like, I can't believe that I literally beat this game in 35 hours on this second profile. That means I can't wait to see what I'm able to accomplish with this. I might be able to get a sub 20 on this because the simple fact that I'm already in the swamp. And there's not too many bosses after the swamp. So the simple fact that I'm already at the swamp, then I could probably get that in sub 30. I probably could get sub 30 on that. Like before I reach 34, I could most likely get that before 30. So anyway, like I said, that's all I wanted to say. That's all I wanted to put in there. I'm officially done now.